Hi, my name is Lindsay and I'm a senior at Quinnipiac University.
I'm Gina, I'm a junior.
And today we are filming our first QU cooking show called QU Eats.
The point of our cooking show today is to show you guys that cooking in a college dorm room is very simple, it's easy to cook healthy meals, and it's cost effective.
So today we're going to be cooking a chicken stir fry, and for dessert we're going to be making an apple crisp.
So today we're making chicken vegetable stir fry for dinner, and the ingredients include chicken, raw onion, steamed fresh frozen vegetables, teriyaki sauce, and when we're doing the cookie we're going to use Pam to keep the food from sticking, a pan, a spatula, a knife, a bowl for the peel from the onion, and 2 cutting boards.
And the reason why we want 2 cutting boards is because we don't want to have cross-contamination between the raw chicken and the vegetables. Or you can use 1 cutting board, but you always want to make sure that you wash it in between cutting raw meat and vegetables.
Okay, so what I've done is I've cut the chicken strips into little cubes, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring it over to the stove and I'm going to put it in the pan, and Gina's going to spray the pan so that the chicken doesn't stick. So I'm going to place the chicken in here and we're going to cook it until there's no pink. It usually takes about 2 minutes. We're going to put the cover over it. It seals the
Okay, while the chicken's cooking, I'm going to start cutting the onion. So to cut the onion, first you have to peel it. So I just cut in a little bit on it. The first thing I do while I'm cutting it is cut the bottom and the top off. Just make sure all the peel is gone. Okay, and then when I cut my onions, I cut them into rings first and then I quarter them. So you just want to be careful, make sure you don't cut your fingers. Just quarter it. You want the onions to be the same thickness so they have the same cooking time.
Alright, so we've been cooking the chicken for about 2 minutes. I had it on high and now I have it on low because I'm going to pour the teriyaki sauce in it. So as you can see, there's a little bit red, but it's almost cooked, and this is when you want to put the teriyaki sauce. I like to smother my chicken in teriyaki sauce, but it's your preference. Let it sit for a little bit longer, finish cooking, and then after we're going to put the onions in to caramelize it a little bit, and then we'll finish up with the vegetables. Since it's fully cooked, we can now add the onions. This is about half the onion right now. Let that sit for about a minute. Let the onions kind of caramelize. And then we'll add the vegetables. So we're caramelizing the the chicken. And it gives the chicken a little bit more flavor. So for flavor so far we have the onion and we have the teriyaki sauce. And we've just added the frozen vegetables. And for a little bit more flavor, we can add a teeny bit more of teriyaki sauce. So right now we have our protein and our carbohydrates from our vegetables. And also if you want to, you can add whole grain rice or whole wheat pasta, any type of carbohydrates. A serving is a half a cup. You can either get the Minute Maid rice or you can buy a box of rice. A box of rice of the Minute Maid rice is about $3 to $4, so that might save you a little bit more money. And you can pour the stir fry over the brown rice or pasta or whatever you prefer. And you have your carbohydrates and your proteins. And stay tuned for our dessert coming up next.
So for the apple crisp that we're making today, our ingredients include apples, fat-free milk, Quaker oats, brown sugar, cinnamon, and blueberries.
So first you want to, this is 4 apples. It makes 4 servings. The whole total cost is $14, so you can divide that into 4 servings. So the first thing we want to do is we want to peel the apples and cut them into little slices and put them in a bowl like this. And then the second thing we want to do is we want to put the blueberries in, but first we want to wash them. So pour the blueberries in. And then, so the main focus is the crumble part, the best part. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the bowl. We have brown sugar. This is a half a cup of brown sugar. So we want to add a half a cup of brown sugar. And then we want to add about a cup of milk. We want to give it that sticky texture. And then we want to add a cup of oats. Stir that around a little bit. This really makes a good topping for our apple crisp. So instead of using all of that sugary products that you would normally do for an apple crisp, we're just using oats. Usually it's breadcrumbs or clumps of sugar, but we're just using the brown sugar. And if you want, you can add a little bit more oats.
For the apple crisp, we're preheating the oven to 350. It's going to remain at 350 for 20 minutes. We're going to spray the pan again just like we did for the stir fry to prevent sticking.
We're going to pour the apples and the blueberries. You just want to pour the topping on top. And add a little cinnamon. And it's ready to bake.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our first QU Eats cooking show. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook.
And we also have a Tumblr you can follow us on where we post mini recipes from day to day.
And hopefully we'll see you guys next week. I hope you enjoyed it.